And welcome back to another edition of the John Wayne Surge Protector Podcast, a 60/40 production. I'm Eric Halsey.
I'm Alex Midway, and just to give everybody a preview, and you're going to notice it from the actual title of this thing, this is going to be a heavy dose of Charlie Kirk. And, well, were Charlie Kirk were his pronouns. But we're going to talk about that. And I got a lot of flack yesterday for posting up about it, how I kind of don't feel anything for him. And yeah, I'm going to double down on that one. I feel nothing for him. I slept like a child last night.
No, as of recording, today is September 11th. So never forget.
Yeah.
Even though with Mamdani winning the primary, everybody said New York already forgot. So we're here to remind you.
Yeah, like stuff like that, I'll take a moment of silence for. School shootings, those are horrible. Everything else where people, like, just out of nowhere got shot, like, yeah, that's fine. That one I'll commemorate. Charlie Kirk was essentially the kid doing burnouts in your neighborhood and screaming N-bombs. And honestly, I didn't shoot him. I didn't want to shoot him. But when he crashed into a tree, I'm not going to grieve over it. I'm sorry. That's just my point of view.
You know, he had lots of polarizing hot takes that we'll get to, including Martin Luther King Jr. being a bad guy. So, you know what? Big fan of the contrarian play. That might not be one I would have said out loud, but, what are you going to do?
I mean, when you make your living off just spewing all that garbage, and it's like, I do love it. Like, people are like, well, now's not the time to make it political. We got to turn to the Bible. Like, oh, which part of the Bible tells you to hate my neighbor? Like, I'm not too keen on the whole thing. Didn't read it front to back, but obviously neither did you.
Yeah, and hard to say this isn't political when the guy's job was commenting on politics.
Yeah.
Which is the nicest way of saying this is the closest we can get to a hard R. And still be on air.
Like, we'll get into more of it, but let's stick to what we know, what's been keeping the lights on, so to speak, and jump into Tesla. Because in the world of make-believe, we were at 347 yesterday, and we had a 4% jump to 364. So it's gone up. And if you're keeping track, we're every day and every hour, every minute, we are closer to the $7,500 tax credit disappearing. But Tesla came out and said, hey, we're going to release Mega Block and Mega Pack 3 systems. And we're also thinking about expanding robo-service. And these are things that aren't yet available, but the fact that they are coming is what drives the numbers to go up. Yeah, because I'm telling you, it's a Ouija board. That's what the stock market is.
Yeah, it promising stuff that doesn't exist. I really thought that was only Christianity, but I guess Tesla can do it too, which would explain these numbers in their mysterious ways.
Yeah, I show up to my bank. They're like, "Cool. What was your yearly income last year?" Like, what I wanted to have? Like, no. What did you actually get? Like, ooh, that's not the same, guys.
See, what you're not focusing on is what we're gonna do next year.
Yeah.
So just pay me now.
I'm a stock market. So I went to look at the whole Mega Block and Mega Pack systems. And on paper, they look amazing. But it's just on paper. Because if you look on the Tesla website, you can do a pre-order and it's for Q1 of 2026. None of this is there. And if you remember Theranos, they also look great on paper too. But when you actually looked at the math, it didn't turn out to be that well. But for some reason, this made the stock pop.
It's something, there's something nefarious about Elon's company and their constantly moving upward trajectory despite not making any changes. There's something's happening here. I don't know if the stock market runs on, what was his satellites? Starlink?
What's Starlinks?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a Starlink thing, but this makes no sense to me, and I refuse to believe I'm this stupid.
It's promises. He's like, yeah, man, we're going to do things in the future. Like, oh, fair enough.
Well, I guess if it works, maybe I am that stupid. I don't know. Can't wait to start promising the bank I use that doesn't sponsor us to
Yeah.
make payments on that credit card. I am definitely never going to make.
You're like, guys, the payments are coming. Why don't you stop nagging me, hitting me with these fees? Like, I told you they're gonna show up. Like, you've been saying that for years. Like, that's still less than Elon's been saying FSD is gonna roll out.
Guys, 2026 is going to be amazing. So just give me monies now.
So, the whole thing about the mega blocks being unveiled, like, yeah, it looks great on paper, first of all, but it's never been verified. And Tesla does the design to it, but the Mega Block and the Mega Pack systems is kind of like the Apple Watch or any Apple product. It says it's designed in Cupertino, but who makes those energy cells? It's a small company you may have heard because we brought it up on the show, BYD. And BYD stands for Build Your Dreams, and BYD is also a manufacturer of cars, literally in direct competition with Tesla. The other company is called CATL, Contemporary Amperex Technology Company. Can you guess where that one's from?
Is it California?
China.
Oh, I was close.
Yeah, right there, right next door to each other. So at any point, these two manufacturers that provide all this can just cut ties with Elon, tell him to go pound sand, because he's directly linked to them for the batteries. Like, they designed a better system, like there's less connections. It's supposed to be hella efficient. But if they cut off the sources, it's like the same thing. If Tim Cook stops employing his little small Asian kids to put together his iPhones, like, you can make the coolest iPhone. If no one's assembling it, you're effed.
Yeah. It turns out it's just theory at that point.
So that's the whole thing down there. That's the whole stock market ramping right along. Let's check in on Ukraine. Have you heard anything about a worldwide peace?
Well, it's been 24 hours, so I'm assuming we're good.
No news is good news?
Yeah.
No, technically there has been news. Russia went ahead and launched a strike on a school. So they went away from pensioners and started hitting schools. There also, last time we left you, is Orange Daddy was talking about heavy-duty sanctions. Guess what we don't have? Those sanctions. So I was also browsing Twitter the other day, and I saw this whole thing with Vance, and he was like, it was an article, and it was talking about how we shouldn't give sanctions to Russia. We got to treat them nicely, and they'll make them be good. I'm like, well, you know what? Let me go ahead and do something Fox News never does, and let me go try to find another source other than just one. So I looked online, and it brought me up to this thing from 6 months ago. It's Vance, and he's like, we're about to send troops to Ukraine. We're about to sanction the F out of Russia. And what a difference 6 months makes, because none of that happened.
Do we think Vance is in this Epstein file? Because the way he is turning and just going backwards on everything he's ever said.
Well, I mean, he's doing this when he joined the whole presidential team as vice president. He went back on what he used to say. Like, I think back then he was all with Mima was like slapping him upside the head, be like, "Stop it! Like, they don't care about you." He's like, "You're right, Mima. We live in a trailer park." And now he's like, "Oh, I live in a very advanced trailer park. F those pores."
Peter Thiel finally showed me how to do my eyeliner.
Yeah. Like, the Hillbilly Elegy book is insane. It's like it's written by two different people. Like, one guy wrote it, then they killed him and put a clone in. There's like, now you're Peter Thiel's guy. Like, fair enough.
Yeah, maybe Thiel is that powerful, but
oh, he is.
The way he's turned on everything he's ever said.
I mean, money will do that stuff to you, man. People get corrupted from it, and they just want more and more and more. And you know what? You'll sell out your own country. F it. It gives you a couple extra bucks.
God, one day I just want to be so rich that everything I've ever stood for just doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. Like, start dropping hard R's, just take over Charlie Kirk's company, start selling Alpha Brain, like, oh, all in. Like, the thing about the Muslims, like, oh, Jesus. It's like, no, it's cool. I'm rich now. Like, oh, fair enough.
Brought to you by Horny Goat Weed.
Just start peddling your own brand of ivermectin.
Yeah.
Let's get back into Russia and other cancers that exist here. So, There has been some actual good news, despite America's best efforts of trying to cut the entire government down at the knees. Ukraine has made some advancements. They've taken a few spots back in Donetsk and other areas down there. They are saying that they should be expecting counterstrikes, because obviously Putin's not ramping down this war. And the way that I know he's not ramping down this war is because this mother effer is now sending drones into Poland. And one of them landed in a field where they shot it down. And how do you think I know that it's a Russian drone?
I'm assuming it had like property of Russia stamped on it somewhere.
No, actually, a bunch of these drones that they keep finding have European and American parts in them. So yeah, sanctions are clearly working. It's where this one ended up in. Can you guess where the second drone in Poland ended up in?
No clue.
This same place that glide bomb from Russia ended up in. It went after a pensioner. First a school, then a guy who's retired. Like, you're really hitting those hard military targets there, Putin.
Counterpoint, Russia's just trying to save Poland some money.
Like, here you want skylights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Soviet construction, install new roof for you. So,
yeah, it's a little weird. It's almost like we kept saying, like, like Hitler famously stopped in Poland.
mm-hmm.
And yet here we are now in Poland.
It's stretching out. So people are talking like this. He's not ramping anything down. The entire economy is built on a war footing. They only keep moving if they keep making stupid things and they keep doing that. Like, he's not able to swap over. And the fact is, like, he's told everyone, like, this is what I'm going to accomplish. This is what I'm going to accomplish. It's too late for him to back out. So that's valid.
Well, you can definitely tell he's not in Peter Thiel's pocket then.
No. He's got his own thing doing, but Peter Thiel will gladly sell him anything that he needs as long as he can make a couple bucks. On the bright side, we do have someone in our corner, and our president went ahead and talked with the Polish president, Karol Nawrocki. It's Karol with a K, and it's actually a man. And we don't know what was said in there, but right before the meeting, the president went on Truth Social and said, "What's Russia violating Poland's airspace with drones? Here we go." And if that doesn't sound like Leroy Jenkins to you, I don't know what does, man.
I would take 100 Leroy Jenkins over one Trump.
Post up like, here we go. Like, here we go. What? Into a war? Like, I thought you just stopped them.
Did you see when they got notified about their about Russia and Poland?
Oh, when they're having dinner.
Yep. And like a true president would, he just sat for 2 more hours eating.
Well, it's America first, not help out our allies. I mean, you've read the slogan.
Yeah, Poland immediately contacted NATO, and they were like, "It's time to saddle up." And they went, "Yeah, we're still on appetizers."
Yeah, to shoot down these drones, it's multi nation coalition. They had an AWACS plane go up. They had F-16s from 2 different countries. Like, they were fixing for bear. There's a bunch of people there, but Trump's like, "You guys do know that I'm kind of helping Putin out, right? Like, I'm not leaving this dinner. Like, I keep saying I'm going to sanction him, but like, what have I done to sanction him? Like, of course I'm not freaking going to help you."
Let's see, you always bring up this one-sided reporting instead of he was able to go to that dinner because of how he cleaned up DC to 0% crime.
And you can't operate effectively if you're hungry.
Yeah. I mean, that's breakfast 101. You know what I mean? Works for dinner too.
You guys got to stay hydrated.
You think you can rage tweet at 3 a.m. on an empty stomach? I don't think so, buddy.
That's how you get kofefe.
Yeah. Oh, well, from one disaster to another.
Well, we move on to the main dish now that we skip past the appetizers. You know what? A quick moment of silence for Charlie Kirk. We're not doing that. Yeah. I saw what's it called? There's just a bunch of these people like a quick moment of silence for Charlie. It's like a guy like leading the school brass band. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
haha, it's still funny.
Oh, so clearly the big story coming out of yesterday is Charlie Kirk got shot and killed while doing one of his "Prove Me Wrong" tent shows at Utah Valley University. If you haven't seen the footage, it is a straight up brutal public assassination and honestly pretty graphic. Not
Oh
so
yeah,
much the first video that popped out, the long range, but the close up one from like second row. That one was it was rough. It was a tough watch.
yeah. I mean, he essentially spews out of a neck. Like it's a nice big fountain in there. And we probably should have brought this up at the start of a show. Again, I'm not condoning, and I don't believe you are either, to go out and shoot other people. No one's saying that. I'm saying I'm not going to lose a single minute of this now that he's dead. Again, it's the same kid doing burnouts in my neighborhood. Wasn't a fan of him back then. The fact that he hit a tree, I'm not going to be all up in arms about it and be upset that he's gone. I'm not saying go shoot out anyone you don't agree with. That is not the right way to do it.
Yeah, clearly we are not advocating political violence. But here's the thing, and we've talked about this off air before in the past. Whenever somebody dies, especially young, no matter what they did or who they were, it was the best person cut too short. You know, you get this rose colored glasses on, and everything they ever did was great. Some people suck. And whether they died or not doesn't really change the fact that he was just a hateful little troll igniting a fire in the US that we didn't need to cause more separation.
Yeah. No, I have
Um,
no problems with him leaving. Like, I'm not saying go kill him, but I'm not going to lose a moment of sleep out he's gone.
yeah. Last night, I was able to get a full 4 hours sleep without missing a beat because a guy who said passing of the 1964 Civil Rights Act was wrong is no longer with us.
Yeah. Like, F that guy. And some people are like, you know what? It's kind of cool. Like, he went on to these places and he wanted an argument and just have an exchange of ideas. Like, no, he didn't. He was looking for gotcha moments. He put up heavily edited clips, and most of the people who watched it saw that stuff on there, and they used that as their marching orders to spew more hate. Like, he wasn't a good person.
No, and honestly, if we're gonna get into this whole debating thing, he does the same thing Shapiro does, where he makes a quick point and then immediately pivots to a different subject, so the person you're debating doesn't have time to go back and start retorting like the clear lies you're just spouting out of your empty head.
Yeah. If you really want to have a debate, go have a debate with Jon Stewart. But these guys never go. Like, I'm going to go to a college campus the day after a bowl game where all these kids are hammered, and I'm just going to catch a couple of them in gotcha moments. Like, can you define what a Palestinian is? What exactly is that? What is a woman? Like, dude, stop.
Yeah, you also mistaked a human embryo for a dolphin embryo, saying 100% it's a human being, and and then played victim about a gotcha moment.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
The hypocrisy of it all is astounding.
There's a lot more. We'll get into it.
Yeah. Believe me, we ain't over yet. So, our fearless leader, Donald John Trump, immediately jumped on and made this announcement about the terrible passing of the legend Charlie Kirk, and immediately blamed the radical left for this murder, despite not having a suspect at all. So you were part of the problem. There's also a whole lot of now it's war talk I'm seeing online from these empty heads and influencers. And I don't know, man. It's not good, but I'm kind of hung up on the whole empathy thing.
He shouldn't get any. I mean, he literally came out and he said, like, the same thing with Elon. He's like, I don't believe in empathy. Like, why is no one showing empathy when my cars are burning? Like, well, you don't believe in it, so you don't deserve any of it. Charlie Kirk did the same thing.
Yeah, yeah, and that hasn't stopped anyone from the right saying this isn't no, don't make this political. This isn't. He was a father. Um, Another Charlie Kirk cookie here. I think empathy is a made-up New Age word that does a lot of damage.
That's the one.
If you are going to live your life as a hateful little monster, you shouldn't expect everyone to just fawn over you when eventually your words get you killed.
Yeah.
Is it right? No. But do I have to care? Why? Give me one valid reason why I should give a flying F.
Yeah. He's a dad. Like, cool. Does that change out everything else he does? Like, I mean, you can be a dad and still be an a-hole.
Yeah, it's insane. Also, about an hour after Charlie ate it, we had a school shooting. Another one. That's like 400 in the past calendar year. And you know what? Nobody said a word.
Yeah. Everyone was too busy putting up thoughts and prayers for Charlie Kirk, but those school kids that did absolutely nothing wrong, like, we'll laugh them. Like, that's just going to happen. Did you see that Charlie Kirk in one of the things that he was talking about? He's like, if you're going to have an armed populace, like, every now and then, people will die. Like, that's just what's going to happen. Like, okay, live by the sword, die by the sword, homie.
Yeah, he said some gun violence, some gun deaths is a prudent trade-off for our God-given Second Amendment right.
And the right to protect the other rights as well using that. Like, he literally was talking about gun rights when he got clapped.
Yeah, and you know, he at least he walked the walk.
Like, honestly, like, it's been a while since I went to a college campus. But at what point do you need an open carry on a college campus? Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, evidently Utah is an open carry state, but the college campuses were not open carry up until a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Then they decide to open it up because, God-given rights.
And freedom.
Yeah. So, why wouldn't you want this is why like open carry doesn't work in bars. You know what I mean? Like, what if I get a bunch of barely adults all hammered up on cheap, natty lights, and then just let them carry around guns? Like, what's the worst that could happen?
What snakes are the most dangerous again?
Yeah, exactly.
Baby snakes.
I'll tell you what the real danger is: liberal rhetoric.
Yeah, liberal rhetoric, yeah. It's not Trump saying pew, pew, pew repeatedly.
Yeah. So the hypocrisy from the right about the Dems owning this murder and needing to stop their terrible, horrible rhetoric about blah, blah, blah BS is hilarious to me. Especially remembering just how respectful everybody was when Paul Pelosi got almost beaten to death with a hammer by some MAGA lunatic. Or maybe, in June, when a bunch of Minnesota Dems got shot up in the middle of the night by another MAGA extremist. And nobody cared. When asked about it, Trump actually said, I could call, but what's the point? And guess what? They didn't get half-mass.
Well, one thing about the half-mass for Charlie Kirk is hilarious, because when Trump won when Trump was certified as the winner of his election,
thank you,
Jimmy Carter had just died. And he's like, get those flags back up, F that guy. But for Charlie Kirk, we're going right back down to half-mast? Like, F you, man.
Yeah, it's wild. Like, even Eric Trump posted the picture of his tighty whities and a hammer. He's like, got my Paul Pelosi costume. But for somehow, it's only the left that has to keep a stiff upper lip and be respectful about things. I don't understand. This is the whole problem with the left versus right. The left has the ability to go, what if I was in that person's shoes? Republicans, not a chance. Until it happens to them. Then it's important. Like, you remember when, Raskin had cancer, and they gave him a bunch of S about having to wear a mask, even though COVID was over?
Yeah. Like, the guy's immunocompromised. He has cancer. He's going for, chemo. Like, and how does a mask even affect you? Like, shut up. Just deal with your own life.
Yeah, he's got his he's got his bandana on and his mask, and they're giving him all this grief about, COVID being fake, even though he's got cancer. And then that same guy gets cancer, and we're supposed to be able to feel bad for him. Like, no, this is tempting the fates, brother. This is on you.
Yeah. And what's it called? The Don Jr. tweet's actually going to be our episode art. I found that one earlier. I was like, you know what? Let me bring this one back of a tolerant right, just to save the hypocrisy.
Yeah, let's see those Christian values in action.
Yeah, doing that same.
Way to love thy neighbor, idiot.
Yeah. So, I think it's time we do a little tinfoil hat action. Because a lot of these things, like there's a bunch of stuff on Charlie yesterday, and some of his stuff, like they were starting to make connections. Like they talked about, you see the video of the two guys behind, one guy in the baseball hat, and they're all doing the kind of
like the baseball signals. Signs.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it's a guy just adjusting his hat and then essentially rubbing his face because it's freaking Utah and he's probably sweating. But you can see something.
Disagree. You're not a hat guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is true.
Those of us who were immediately punched in the mouth by male pattern baldness early on, I will be the expert on baseball caps here.
All right.
Yeah. What he did was 100% like the signal for telling the guy on first to steal second. That is not if he was just adjusting, he would have gone both hands, sides of the brim. It would have gone up, come back down, shimmy both sides into, now it's straight. That was a signal. Tinfoil hat time.
Well, fair enough. So you know what? Let's run with that. Let's say that is going to be a signal. Can you go over what happened yesterday? What are the three major events that you can think of? We talked about two of them.
You mean, are you implying this may have been a distraction?
It possibly can, because yesterday we had Charlie Kirk moving on to a different plane. We also had the Colorado school shooting, and the one thing that definitely missed the news cycle quite a bit was the Republican senators that voted to block the release of the Epstein files. The only two people from the Republican side were Josh Hawley and Rand Paul. We'll give credit where credit's due. And they're the only ones who stood up for it, and somehow that didn't make a single minute of that news cycle.
Did you see who was the final vote to cast this to keep them sealed?
Just a lady with so much class and just nonstop. She helped a big, beautiful bill pass. And then yesterday, she then helped out to keep the pedos in power. What's her name again?
Alaskan dirtbag and McConnell's stroke face enthusiast, Liska Murkowski, was the final vote to keep those pesky Epstein files under wraps. So I guess fool me twice, shame on me?
I honestly can't get it. Like, why didn't you just release the stupid files? Like, you even had your guy come out and say, he's like, I'm just going to block out all the Republican names and release with nothing but the Democrat names. And, like, that was caught on video. Like, at least release it that way.
Yeah, I do that. I believe the left has made it very clear. We don't care who's on it. We just want everybody punished. Like, if you did bad, guys, Bill Clinton might be on that list. Then how would you feel? Like, awesome. Throw him off a cliff. I don't care.
Yeah,
pedos don't deserve to live. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
My bedroom ceiling doesn't have a Clinton freaking Kerry sign, like, up there. Like, it's fine. Like, if it's him, do you think, like, if he's like, yeah, I'm going to black out all the Republicans and release it with just the Democrats, it's like 90% of a book is blacked out with Republican names. Like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I didn't have a life-size sticker of Bob Dole hogtied on the back lid of my pickup truck. We don't care. Get them all. Yeah. Just wipe them out.
You do that garbage, you go to jail. It's very simple. I don't care what party you're from. Like, if you're part of our...
Yeah, like Metallica said, that's justice for all.
Yeah.
Not just the guys who aren't on our side.
So, one guy who actually was on our side in regards to the Epstein list coming out was Charlie Kirk. He had actually come out and he said a bunch of stuff on there. And on the day when they did the vote, Charlie Kirk goes away and disappears from this planet. Now, you said the president came out and he said, you know what, it's the far left, is a shooter, yada, yada, yada. And we've had some more information come out on that shooter.
Yeah, so you can see a little bit of in the grainy footage, like Bigfoot and out on the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
You see someone like running away on the roof of a building across from this tent, right?
Yeah.
What are they? I believe it was something like 250 yards, 300 yards away, something like that, is what they were
300
saying from
yards?
the roof to the tent.
That's a solid distance.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? I'm sorry to break this to our president, but that pink-haired they them barista at Starbucks that you
Yeah.
hate with all your heart, I'm gonna go ahead and put all my money on it wasn't that person.
Well, they even released an actual grainy footage of who they believe a person is. And the description was it was a college age male. What's that?
That would be the third person they accused of this.
There's many more. But I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, there were two others beforehand.
again, if this is a conspiracy and this is a false flag, it's got to be tough to find this fella. And if his spotter is standing right next to Charlie Kirk, tell him to go ahead, shoot in my general direction, I know you'll hit the throat pipe instead of my hand because you're that good. But yeah, it's going to be tough to find the guy. But the current picture that they just released, it's a guy, college age, and they said he was wearing aviators. So that's another one right there. So it's wild.
Yeah, clearly, this is the radical left. I guess I don't know, man. It's weirdly, and I hate to be the conspiracy guy because I actually do hate them all. I've got a feeling this is Israel.
Yeah, because let's finish up this weave here and how it comes back to the actual president. Because you remember back in the day, when they were John Soar, one of the it was a former president's defense team at that time. They were trying to get him off on the charges of a fake electorates and the insurrection and everything else. One thing they were arguing was presidential immunity. And one of the questions that the Supreme Court judges asked him, he's like, it was a hypothetical. He's like, hey, man, can this guy go ahead and order SEAL Team 6 to go ahead and murk a guy? And he's like, I don't see why not. And if you don't think Trump knew about that one and was just dying to use that one, like, that's insane. And like, this guy's been working overtime to block these actual releases. He says, stop talking about it. And then the one guy who's actually on his side been talking about it. And on the day of the actual Epstein vote, they go ahead and order him to get killed. So that takes over the news cycle. That's out of this world, but that's believable in my book. I got the hat on.
I also saw, haven't had a chance to verify, so we're gonna go allegedly on all this.
Mm-hmm.
I also saw a small story where I can't find any major news outlet to verify this, that there was some sort of complaint about a small private plane having their radar turned off for 20 minutes, like 15 minutes away from this Utah Valley University.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know anything about this flight.
Yeah. Just saw that one pop up on Twitter right before we came on. I also didn't have the time to take a look at it. But again, we're conspiracy theorists now. So I believe that was one of the FBI boys pulling out their guy and driving him off to safety. We'll never find him. But we'll probably go ahead and charge somebody with purple hair.
Yeah, no, this is definitely going to end up being like some black lesbian nun or something. Yeah. Not a doubt in my mind. Yeah, I saw that, and after a quick search, nothing from the AP, nothing from, Al Jazeera. So hopefully by Tuesday, somebody has some sort of actual, real, viable information from that. Because if so, I'm really believing all strings go to one area.
Yeah, I mean, that guy looked, he was definitely a white, so they may not be searching very hard for him.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm flabbergasted still about how we're all supposed to feel bad about this terrible monster who said the worst things in the world he could possibly come up with. and we're all supposed to treat him like he was the second coming of, their magical guy from the sky.
Yeah,
Drives me insane.
Like, I get it. And, I mean, people dying, like, but wait, when you didn't lead that good of a life, like, I'm not going to miss you. Like, I'm sorry. I have no problem saying that. Some people dying ain't the worst thing on the planet.
Yeah. Like I understand you have 2 small children, and that sucks that they're going to grow up without a father until his wife remarries some new monster. Um, but you can't look at me and be like, he was a legend and he deserves moments of silence. Like, cool. He asked his listeners to post bail for the guy who almost caved in Nancy Pelosi's husband's head when they broke into their house. He made fun of, hilariously, how someone broke into Josh Shapiro's house and set it on fire. He's called gay people a disease. Jewish money ruined American culture. Just, he is everything that uncle that you don't invite to Thanksgiving, just all wrapped up into one.
Well, one of the things that he actually wanted to see happen in this world, he was able to accomplish that, because among the other things that you mentioned, one of the things that he wanted children to watch public executions. And I believe we reached that one. And Charlie, this one goes out to you, my guy. Mission accomplished. I'm Alex Midway, baby.
I'm Eric Halsey, and I'm going to go sleep with 0 issues.
I'm going to watch football. Then I'm going to fall asleep just snuggled up. Full of middle light.
All right, well, here's your moment of silence. Just kidding.
Bump, 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 bump.
Daddy, chill.
Later, Gators.